Have you ever heard of a road that appears to be floating above water? Imagine driving through stunning mountains, covered in mist, with a road that appears to ride over a river. Sounds like a movie fantasy, right? But it exists, and it's located in China. Today, we're talking about the Guizhou Highway on water, one of the most unbelievable highways ever built. This engineering marvel is not just a road, it's a masterpiece that connects remote villages, reduces travel time, and gives drivers one of the most stunning views in the world. But how was this road constructed? Why did China opt to build a road across water rather than land? And what makes it so special? Stick with me until the end because this is going to blow your mind. The secret behind Guizhou's floating highway. Guizhou Province, which is in southwestern China, is famous for its beautiful mountains, deep valleys, and numerous rivers. It's a site of unspoiled natural beauty, but also one of the most difficult areas to get through. Prior to the construction of this highway, residents in the area were forced to travel long, circuitous paths through the mountains to their destinations. Travelers who might otherwise have taken an hour's journey would take 3 or 4 hours due to the rugged terrain. So, there was a dilemma for engineers and planners: how do you construct a road where the mountains are too high and the valleys are too low? The solution: construct it on water, and thus was conceived the Guizhou Highway on water. A road like no other. And now you're probably thinking, aren't roadways over water quite usual? Well, yes, but this one's not like most. Most roadways go over rivers, but Guizhou Highway goes over water for 50 kilometers of road constructed right on the river and alongside its natural curves. What's even crazier is that this highway is not just a showpiece, this highway has revolutionized transportation for thousands. Prior to the highway, villagers used to use treacherous, winding mountain roads, which were not only time-consuming but also dangerous. Now, what used to take hours can now be done in 1 hour or less. And guess what? The highway doesn't just hover above water, it's so well integrated with the surrounding terrain that it literally appears as though nature itself planned it. How was this highway constructed? Building a road on water isn't simple. Engineers had to keep several issues in mind: how to stabilize it, how to preserve the environment, and how to make it last for decades without any damage. The answer: tall, sturdy pillars driven deep into the riverbed. The pillars raise the road high above the water, allowing boats to continue passing underneath while maintaining the highway firm. But here's the most amazing thing: the whole construction process was planned to cause the least damage to the environment. Rather than blasting through mountains and felling forests, engineers decided to go along the natural course of the river. Not only did this make construction easier, but it also preserved Guizhou's stunning landscape. China has been at the forefront of infrastructure projects, but this highway shows that they are not merely constructing roads, they are redesigning the way transportation functions in challenging terrain. The most scenic drive in China. If you're a fan of road trips, include this highway on your bucket list. Just imagine driving over a river with green mountains climbing up on either side, mist in the far distance, and the quiet water mirroring the sky. It's not surprising that this highway is now a tourist destination. Numerous individuals come solely to feel like they are driving across water, and some refer to it as the most scenic highway in China. The manner in which it winds and curves through the wilderness, not bothering the ground it is on, is simply special. And if you're into photography, get ready for some of the most Instagram-worthy shots ever. The highway offers stunning views that change with the seasons: misty and mysterious in winter, vibrant and green in summer, and absolutely breathtaking in autumn. Why didn't they just build a regular road? You might be wondering, why didn't they just build a regular road through the mountains? Wouldn't that have been easier? Not exactly. Guizhou's mountains are among the toughest and most difficult landscapes in China. Constructing tunnels and slicing roads through the mountains would have been much more costly and would have done immense harm to the environment. By constructing over water, engineers didn't have to deal with extensive excavation, kept forests intact, and saved millions of dollars worth of construction expenses. In this way, the road was even safer: no more sharp bends, steep inclines, or landslide hazards that mountain roads typically have. What makes this highway so special? There are countless bridges on Earth, but the Guizhou Highway is special for several reasons. Number 1. Length. It's amongst the longest over-water highways at an astonishing 50 kilometers in length. Number 2. Scenic beauty. The mountains, misty scenery, and the running river make it one of the most stunningly beautiful roads to have ever been constructed. Number 3. Smart engineering. Rather than cutting through the mountains, The highway hugs the path of the river, cutting down on the environmental footprint. Number 4. Time saving. It has reduced travel time by over half, making it easier for locals and visitors to travel faster and safer. Number 5. Tourist attraction. It's not only a road, it's a place where people go just to drive through the special drive. The future of roads like this. The success of the Guizhou Highway is a testament that intelligent infrastructure has the power to transform lives. Rather than trying to make nature conform to us, the engineers discovered a way to conform to nature. And as more nations search for methods to construct environmentally friendly transport, we could expect to see more such roads in the future. China has already built several record-breaking bridges and highways, but this one is different. It's not just about speed or size, it's about working with nature, not against it. Imagine if more highways were built this way, fewer destroyed forests, safer roads, and more breathtaking scenic drives. Maybe in the future, we'll see highways over rivers, lakes, and even oceans. The Guizhou Highway on water is not just a road, it's an engineering marvel, a sight to behold, and a wonderful example of how innovation can improve life. It's a road that defies the imagination, showing that even the toughest terrains can be overcome with clever planning and creativity. So the next time you hear of an impossible road, recall this one, the highway that floats above water, twisting its way through one of the most stunning vistas on the planet. Would you drive on this highway if you could? Let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out other clips of Amazing 7 and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified our latest videos.